This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering right now, are they going to alter the decision in baseball? What's going to happen in baseball? Because now Cardinals and Brewers game has been postponed due to positive tests for coronavirus. Positive tests. Not one, but multiple. We don't know how many yet. Okay? But I wanted to point this out right away to get into this because I'm a little pissed off. Okay? I'm a little pissed off because the ignorance in this country is beyond me, dude. Morons walking around at a chain smokers concert with no masks. People that are protesting without masks. People going to Trump rallies without masks. Morons loaded up the pools in the Ozarks without masks. People going to beaches and everything without masks. People trying to fight their way into Walmarts without a mask. And then we have baseball. And the ignorance is everywhere, dude. It's not just our government officials. It's not just our residents. It's sports. Well, certain layers of sports. Because the NBA and the NHL figured it out. No. There's a pandemic. We need to do it in a bubble, and that's how we're going to do it. Control the environment. But this is what pisses me off. Bill, what did you hear after the Marlins game was canceled? Do you remember what story came out about tests all over Major League Baseball? That they were all negatives? You remember that?
Well, that's what they claimed.
Right. Well, no, but that's fine. And then they come out, right, and then everybody writes about it. Well, you know, outside of this Marlins Phillies incident, well, you know what? All the other tests around Major League Baseball have been negative. What does that mean, dude? You have to evolve. You have to educate yourself, correct? Let me evolve. Let me educate you. Let me walk you through it, and let me walk baseball through it, okay? Because Jamie, you guys don't know who Jamie Gillen is, right? Do you know who Jamie Gillen is, Bill?
I can't claim to say that I do.
Of course not. If you did, I may unfriend you. And I'm not talking about Facebook. I mean physically. I may never talk to you again. He's the Browns punter, okay? I don't expect you to know the Browns punter because then I would go, Bill, you have no life. Please get a life. But Jamie Gillen is learning that even if you're young and healthy, COVID-19 won't necessarily go away. Gillen, who was placed on the Browns' reserve COVID-19 list on Thursday, told Tom Pelissero he tested positive earlier this month. He thought the virus was out of his system and then test positive again this week. I thought I was just tired, Gillen said of his first symptoms around 4th of July. I went and punted and kicked. I had 2 days of symptoms where I was achy, had a fever. The third day, I had no fever or symptoms. I found out July 9th. Remember, he was feeling it on the 4th. On the 9th, I had it. I did approximately 2 weeks of quarantine from the 9th and then went back to living normally. I tested positive for antibodies on the 28th. Then on Wednesday, the 29th, somehow, I tested positive again. I feel great. It's almost been a month since I initially tested positive. Remember, we're all in this together. Wear a mask, he says. The guy has been testing positive for a month. Quarantine and everything. Thought he had it out of his system. Learn, educate, evolve. Okay? Nobody knows everything about this thing. And Major League Baseball, you guys are just a bunch of freaking morons. And football, you're even bigger morons. But I mean, football proves it all the time, especially some of their players with some of the things that they do off the field. They already proved they lead in the moron category. Okay? You know, the Neanderthal type of attitude or image that football gets, well, yes, the fans have it, some of them, and definitely some of the players have it. And there's no doubt that the people above, they don't care. So it's not that they're stupid, they're just insensitive and they don't care about human beings. You cannot have sports in the middle of an explosive pandemic. Do you know the numbers yesterday, by the way? Anybody know the numbers? Because they're higher yesterday. Not sure if you know that. Maybe follow me on Twitter every day because I update them every day. Just to remind, I'm doing it not because I want to be a Debbie Downer. I want to remind people this is bad. And people still don't want to learn about this. And they still want to be ignorant about it. We had 68,569 cases. We lost 1,465 people yesterday. Do you realize that? We lost 1,465 Americans. The number just gets bigger and bigger every day. Florida had 252 deaths yesterday, bigger than the day before. Another record. California went down to 114. Texas went up to 322. And remember, nobody was more ignorant about this virus. You think DeSantis was ignorant? The moron that runs Texas was worse. And look at his state now. Arizona had 2,525 cases and had 172 deaths out of that. This is not going away because we don't allow it to go away. Because we do the things that baseball is doing and we do all the stupid things that we do. I mean, I saw that drive-in concert, and for everybody to leave their cars and go, I mean, it just, and for them to allow that. And Bill had a great call when I talked about this 2 days ago, that the chain smokers should have done something about it. They should have said, no. Get back to your cars or we're not continuing the concert. But they contributed to it also.
I actually think that was Pat in Nashville.
Oh, it was Pat?
Yeah, I had said, piggybacked on him, that they could have, said, that's it.
That's what it was.
We're done.
Okay.
But Pat was the one that initiated.
Okay.
Got to give credit where credit's due, brother.
All right, there you go. And I got to give Pat Nashville some love. Thank you, Pat, for the present. We will display him on Monday on the studio. Okay, my man. Thank you. Pat sent me a nice present. I don't want to. I'll display it on Monday. I want to save it to Monday because right now I'm not in my studio, so it's just one of those things. But another one of our listeners contributed to something that's going to go on. I got to guys. You guys are going to make me get really creative there, because there's only so much space. So I had to move my Spider-Man and everything. He's no longer right behind the Eiffel Tower. We got him somewhere else. It's funny, man. But we're starting to get really creative with some of the stuff that we got back there. But anyway, thank you, Pat in Asheville, for the present. We will display it on Monday, and we'll completely talk about it on Monday because it's. You gotta see it, you know what I mean, to be able to talk about it. So thank you, my friend. I appreciate you as always, Pat in Asheville. And I see that a bunch of you already have chimed in. We got a couple of super chats coming in already. Josh is the first with the super chat saying happy Friday, and Bill and everybody. Thank you, Josh. And Myron follows up with another super chat. He says, he was going to come by here today to pick up the band, but he goes, happy Friday, I will go after the storm passes through this weekend. Be safe, everyone, this weekend. Be ready no matter what. And he's right. He's right. Just because the cone of death has jogged to the east, you stay prepared the same way. Put up your shutters. Keep them on anyway. Put them on and don't take them off till November 1st, man. That's what you should do. What the hell?
The darker the house, the cooler it is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I love it. I love how the house gets darker and the bedroom and everything. I love that, dude. I like no light coming in. I like pitch darkness sleeping.
So your favorite blinds are tinfoil?
Oh, yeah. No, we have.
Yeah, blackout curtains.
Yeah, dude. We have some curtains that are,
Tinfoil's the old college trick.
Yeah, we had the regular white curtains, and then we have these thick black, purplish,
That's
like
exactly what they are. Black
curtains.
out, bye-bye, see you, son.
Yeah, nice and thick, and there is no light getting through that bitch. It is awesome, dude. It is fantastic. David says, watch Nats and Jays on weekend. Players spitting all over the place in close proximity to each other in dugouts after sliding a second. Should be fined or suspended for spitting these days. Well, look, man, David, you're right, that contributes to it. But the bottom line is you can't be playing sports in a pandemic. Unless you're in the bubble, like the NBA and the NHL, where you're controlling the environment. Nobody goes out. Baseball cannot survive if everybody's going home and dealing with their families and their friends, and you don't know where their families and friends have all been. And any of us can get this by going to the drive-thru one day. We can get it. Accidentally, we stepped into an elevator and pressed a button. And then we touched our face, and we didn't realize it, and that's it. You're a carrier. I just showed you the Browns punter. The guy's been walking around with COVID for a month. Come on, man.
That's brilliant.
Right. I mean, a lot of these tests, some of these tests are not accurate either. So some people are walking around negative and they're positive. That's why you must social distance. That's why you must wear the mask.